Hello, how y'all doing? It's time for another diecast flashback. And this week we have a Plymouth Belvedere. This model was made in 1957 by a French company called CIJ. Just a basic 50 style diecast, just like Dinky. It's got a nice detailed die-cast metal body. It's got kind of a thin metal base, rubber tires, no moving parts except for the wheels, and no window. But it's pretty cool casting. I'm going to do a straight up restoration on this. I'm going to paint it exactly the way you see it. Just going to freshen it up. Some other Plymouth models I have in front of you. We've got this Plymouth. This Plymouth here was made in 55. The actual Plymouth was made in 55 and 56. And the next model, the model change in 57 was this style with the wings. Now this one, this is a budgie miniature out of England. You can see that Plymouth Belvedere, made in England, number 20. This is convertible. They also made the hardtop. Now, if you wanted a Belvedere with some muscle to it, then you upgraded to a Plymouth Fury. This is an Ertl American Muscle series 1 to 64 scale. And you can see same, everything is the same, except of course the top. Got the fins on the back. Front's the same, grill and all. So here's your Belvedere, and here's your Fury. Speaking of Furies, this one here, this is also a Plymouth Fury. This is a Dinky toy, Plymouth Fury. It has, this is one I restored previously. It's got the compartment with the motor. Jewel lights, it's a pretty cool one. And then Corgi, I've got a Corgi. This one is the Plymouth Sports Suburban. Station wagon, of course. That's a pretty nice model. And then later in the 60s, Plymouth did a pony car, kind of a muscle car. And this one is Barracuda Fastback from 1968. This model was made by D. Agostini. And this is really a pretty sharp car. Got a lot of good details on it. And also I have a couple Matchbox Super Kings. These were some retro cars that came out in the early 2000s. They did a set of 9 cars. This one's the 71 Plymouth Barracuda. Now, I'm not going to open these because they're still sealed. This is for future generations. And the other one I have is a 70 Roadrunner. Check that out. Super Kings. Got those Super King wheels on them. And then I've got another car here. This was a kit to put together. This is a Prowler, Plymouth sports car. This is a pretty cool looking car. You see a few of these driving around on occasion. Now, the only other CIJ car I have is this Alpine Renault Alpine Sports Coupe. And this one was put out in 1958. I restored this one at an earlier time also. So back to this one. Let's take this base off. I've already pre-drilled pretty decent amount of metal there. I'll have to clean up the axles, and these axles that come off you can see there's not much material to have to take off grind off that axle. And the tires are good. These are the hollow type tires, and these hubs, they're actually plastic. I'll have to re-chrome them. But it'll be a pretty easy job to do. So, let's see how I can do, or what I can do with this one. I invite you to stick around to the end and see how it turns out, and I'll see you in the next one. Now that's a flashback. Have a good one.